But then at the time, I wanted to join the soccer team. But then you need to do this rego, you need to do this and that. I was like, I can't be bothered, man. So I was just like, yeah, let's just head to the gym. Back in high school, that is, I used to compete for the state level,
Right.
soccer as well, football, or whatever you call it here. But yeah, lots of activities here and there, which I really enjoy. And it's only natural for me to engage within the same activities when I'm here in Australia.
So what were most kids your age doing for sport? I expect soccer is going to be a big answer all the time. Like you ask anyone anywhere over the world, they've probably played soccer at some point in their life.
Yeah, kicking rubbers or swimming. And yeah, there's actually a lot of people who dance as well,
Hmm.
like, just street style. I'm talking hip hop, break dance, popping, all this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So you went from Jakarta to living in somewhere around Curtin Uni. How was that culturally different? What was that like for you?
Yeah, when I first came here, I was actually sort of like shocked, like culturally shocked. But it's a good, it's a
Hmm.
positive thing though. Like everyone's just so friendly here. Whereas in Jakarta, like I'm not saying the people are bad, but they just mind their own business. They keep to themselves. Like people are friendly over here in general, which is what I appreciate.
But Jakarta's a massive city though, isn't it? Like
Style of
there's
life,
yeah. Is that where you?
metropolitan, traffic jams
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah,
So then you come to sort
but
of Bentley area
perk.
and it's kind of all spacious and spread out
Yeah,
and you know,
I was like, wow. I was just looking around. I was
yeah,
like, oh
right,
wow,
right.
yeah.
And what were you studying?
So I studied
Hmm.
engineering. That's my background. And in uni, I studied petroleum engineering.
Okay.
Finished 2018. Wow, that's a long time back. 7 years.
That's how people know that they're old when you hear 2018. I go, oh, so that's like really recent, right? And then go, nah, man, that's 7 years ago. That's a long time. And I go, oh crap. Yeah. So talk me through what did you do with the petroleum engineering degree, like the uni stuff, balancing engineering, because that's a really hard course, lots of work, with getting right into powerlifting. And you were pretty good at powerlifting early on, weren't you? They,
Well, sort of. Thank you for that. I'll tell you a funny story, but yeah. So basically, engineering this and that. People say, "Oh, yeah, it's gonna be hard." You need to sort of like pass this test, that test. Well, I do think like if you're sort of like wanting to achieve something, everything is hard in the beginning. Until you actually break it down to like steps, multiple steps, doable steps. So I think it all boils down to actually understanding the timeline and time blocking, basically, structuring how you're going to approach things. So yeah, man, college, uni, is it hectic? Yeah, but it's definitely enjoyable. First year, especially, you're just messing around, having fun, experiencing the
Mhm,
Australian culture. But yeah, I actually started gymming as like a form of
mhm.
catharsis, just an escape because like, yeah, studying can be stressful, whatnot. And there's just a lot of deadlines here and there. But as I venture towards like training in general, like, you feel good and you feel strong. You sort of like want to
Mhm.
keep improving, you know, whether it be you feeling good, whether it be, body composition looking better, or you simply want to load more plates on the bar. Like the whole process to me is sort of like fulfilling. So 3 months in, Nathan, back then I was doing conventional because that's the only deadlift that I know,
You hadn't
until I
learned
went to the
you
dark
hadn't
side
learned how
like
to
a year
cheat
after.
properly. Yeah, you learn how to cheat properly
Yeah,
and
man.
the world
Yeah, man.
opens up all of a sudden.
So yeah, the funny story is, I think 1 to 2 months in, like, I don't know how I gained that much strength. Like, I was deadlifting
Mhm.
100 kilo and I just struggled. And then I started looking for programs because I was thinking, surely there's a better way to do things. Just like everything else, you need
I'm
a
glad
structure,
that
right?
you've realized that doing everything all on one day several times a week wasn't the way forward. I'm glad you figured that out early on because, like, let's face it, other people started out at the same time as you doing the same thing. They didn't come to the same conclusion as you. They kind of walked off, did something else or whatever. But obviously, you made some really good decisions after that. So I'm glad you changed your routine.
Yes, sir. Went to bodybuilding.com,
Ooh,
man.
okay.
Search for a
Ooh,
program.